Hi, my name is Samantha and welcome to today's video. Today is going to be a review of the Leesport Farmers Market July Craft Show. Let's get into it. The craft show was held on July 13th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. It cost $60 a space, and I signed up back when I was at Leesport. I think it was Mother's Day, so back in May. And then I did sign up for October as well. So I'll be there 3 times this year, and I've already gone twice. I have one more time going October 12th from 10 to 5. I really love this venue. I think it's such a simple venue. So I don't really have a ton to say that's different from the last time. I was in a very similar spot to last time. And I did learn some new stuff this time. I got to talk with a bunch more vendors because it was a lot slower. It was so hot. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I have not gone a day without sweating since Father's Day. Like, I've just been sweating every day. Like, better be hot girl summer, better be losing a lot of weight because of all this sweating, and I'm done. I'm so done sweating. I want the house to be like 64 degrees. I don't really, but you know what I mean? Like, I want to be freezing cold. I want to be in a fridge. I'm so done sweating. It's too hot. And I don't even live in like the South. I live in Pennsylvania. It should not be this hot. Anyways, so the booth was $60. Last time the booths were smaller because there was a middle person as well as people on either side. This time there was nobody in the middle, so each of the two sides had longer spots, which I wasn't anticipating. So that kind of like threw me off when I got there. They do provide 2 huge tables. In my opinion, they're really crappy tables. They're like not totally level. They're kind of like this wood that's been sitting out, so it's a little like pulled up, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like if you like slid your hand against it, you're gonna get like splinters, you know what I mean? Like that kind of wood. But it's better than nothing, and I'm glad that they're there. They're very helpful as like staging tables. So like I'll unload the whole car onto those tables, so it's so easy. And I love that you can have your car right near your spot. It's so helpful. I was under the big awning once again. Like I said, I was like a booth or 2 over from where I was last time. There was the Porta-John nearby, and then there was the food right across the way. I did not want to eat any hot food. I was already so hot as it was. I think it was like 88 degrees or something. All I know is I was sweating from the time that I got there to the time that I left, and I was just so done. I just wanted to take a shower so bad. I sold 8 reusable towels and 14 jar openers. So it was an okay day. It was all right. Like, it wasn't terrible. I actually did a little better than last time. Last time, I think we did like 90. I should have had it marked. Sorry. I should have had it ready to go. But I think we did. Oh, here we go. Last time was 164. So, and the last time the average sale was 15.17. This time it was 19.27. So last time was 12 sales. This was 11. So this was definitely better as far as numbers, as far as sales. It was a better show. However, it just was not worth how hot it was. And the person next to me actually left at noon. So I ended up spreading out my space. Like, that's my biggest tip to you. If the person next to you doesn't show up in the morning, if they leave halfway through, take that spot. Now, if it happens in the morning, you have to go up to the person who's running the event and ask, hey, may I spread out? And this has happened to me before. It's happened to me before at the Expo Center before, and I got to spread out and have a double booth for free. But in this case, that the person left at noon, I just did it. Also, I have no idea who runs the Leesport Craft Show because I have no way to know. There's nobody who's like walking around and talking to you. Like last time, there was someone walking around who like passed out this flyer with the upcoming shows. That did not happen this time. So I don't know. I don't know who runs it. And when you send an email, it's just from like a generic email and the person doesn't sign their name. So I have no clue. And I'm there by myself, so it's not like I could just go run around and go, hey, who's running this event? Like, it's not like that. They just like give you your spot, you pull up, you unload. So I don't know. I think it's really, really wrong to leave a show early. Like, in my opinion, if you leave a show early, you should never be allowed to be a vendor there again. And almost every single show I've gone to, it says in your like contract that you're signing to be a vendor there in your application that you are not going to pack up early. Yet every single show this happens. I want to show you a clip. So this show ended at 3 p.m. This first clip is from 2:51 p.m. So yeah, 2:51 p.m. and you can see how empty it was. Now let me show you a 3:01 clip. How could anybody be packed up, ready to go at 3:01 if the show ends at 3? Take a look at this clip. So I don't understand. Like, I feel like it's like a lack of integrity. Like, I was hot too. I didn't want to be there being that hot, but I was there. I said I would be there from 9 to 3. I'm going to be there from 9 to 3. Now, don't get me wrong, I started packing up my booth, but that doesn't mean that I made it non-shoppable. When I pack up my booth, the first thing I do is I take down my sign. That does not impact your buying abilities at all. The next thing I do is start to put things together, right? So like the jar openers, I have them spread across all the tables. So what I did is I put them all together in the bins so that they're like contained, right? And I left all the bins available and out in the front so that they had the lids off and they're easily shoppable. And then I started putting down my tables. So at the end of the show, I ended up using the tables that they gave me, and I packed up my tables, but all of my product always remained on the table at all times until 3 o'clock hit. So when 3 o'clock hit, I put my lids on my bins and I put the stuff in the car. So I was out within like 10 minutes. But I did not put my product that is available to purchase away. And like, there was nobody there from like the last 15 minutes. And it's because all the other people packed up. Like, if other people don't pack up, then the customers will come. So I don't understand the whole like, oh, 3 o'clock means I'm leaving at 3. Like, no, you're not leaving at 3. You're packing up at 3. Like, again, if you're just like putting away like your sign, if you're like just making things tighter together, that's fine. But like, I know as a customer, it makes me so angry. Like, if I'm not able to get to a show until the last half hour, and then I'm just trying to like take a look at the show in the last half hour, I can't tell you how many booths are empty. And as a customer, it's so annoying. Like, I came here like to shop the show and it's already packed up. So I would love to hear your opinion in the comment section down below. I personally have never packed up and never left a show early, and I cannot comprehend how other people do that. And then I cannot comprehend why the show people let those people back. I don't get it. But that's what happened. So in my opinion, the person leaving was a pro for me because I ended up getting 2 booths, and my table ended up going from an L shape to a straight across shape. So I got a huge space. And then the other pro for me was that I made a lot of connections. Like, the people next to me were really nice. They were near me last time, so they recognized me. I recognized them. And we got to chatting. It's funny, they told me about a show near me, and I told them about a show near them, which is funny because it's like, what? Like, it's kind of like backwards. I wasn't able to get into the show because it was already backed up, already full, but that's okay. Now I know about it, and I can go like be a customer at that show and go check it out. So I'm excited. And that show led to another show. So it's all good. It's all good. And the 2 cons for me, one is that it was so hot. I was just so hot. And there was like no breeze being under the awning. But I took my little fan, I had my Kindle. So like, I was just enjoying just being there, not sitting on the couch, doing something with my day, trying to like put myself out in the world. So, you know, and it wasn't a total loss, you know, $202, that was good. The show cost $60. And then let's say for like food and gas and all that, let's say that was another $40. So $100 in just costs. And then we also got to take out taxes. So, you know, if you divide it by like your hours and time and effort, it's not worth it. I mean, I've said it before, like, you're never going to get rich from a craft show, but like, I thought I would do a little better, especially because like, there was more people. Like, I take that back. I don't know if there's more people. There was quite a few people there. That's my other con, is that there was a lot of lookers. There wasn't a ton of purchase. Like, there was a bunch of people constantly walking by, but they were not purchasing. So, you know, I just had my fan going. I had my snacks. I had my water. And I was just reading on my Kindle, listening to my audiobook, you know, just, you know, someone wanted to interact with me, I interacted with them. Because in my opinion, like, if you are like out seeking people do not like that. And I'm like, it's like trying, like, you don't want to scare away a baby deer, right? Like, you got to like be very gentle, like, hi, how are ya? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I would love to hear your opinion as a customer. Do you like when people talk to you? Because I feel like people do not like it when I talk to them. So I try to not speak to them unless they speak to me. I will greet them. I will say hello. If they continue having a conversation, I will continue talking. If they do not continue talking, I do not continue talking. So that's just how I handle it. I'm not out like grabbing for sales, like, hey, you want to try this? Hey, come try my jar opener. Hey, take my top off. Like, I'm not out like catcalling people. Like, I've been to shows and had people do that next to me in booths, and I'm just like, God, it's just so, I don't know, humiliating, so like embarrassing. I don't know. It's like, to me, like, why are you doing that? Like, I work so hard on my product, on my booth, on my signage. Like, I put so much effort into like how my first look is. Like, my words don't need to be my first look. You know what I mean? So that's just my opinion. I would love to hear what you have to say. I did learn that there is an air-conditioned building. I did not know this because every show that I've signed up for, there's never been an option for an air-conditioned building. And I've never been in it because it's too far away from where my booth is. And there's flushing toilets. Here I was thinking like, oh, I've got the prime spot. I've got a porta potty. I've got the food right across from me. My car's right next to me. I'm like, I got prime location. Yeah, I learned that I do not have the prime location. And actually, I should be further down in the building that I'm in, because then I would have, like, be able to run inside real quick, even if I don't get in the air-conditioned building. So that is something that I learned, and October, I'm not going to be able to get that spot, but next year, when I apply again, I will definitely be asking either to be in the air-conditioned building or be farther down the way on the building that I'm in, so that then I can use the indoor bathroom. I know. How did I not know that? But now I know. Each time you go, you learn more. I've said before that, finding good shows is about a 2-year rotation. You got to do the shows once, figure out what's there, what's not there. The second year, you have a better idea. By year 3, you've got your rotation. You know the shows that you want to do. So I am in year 1 of Pennsylvania. I am trying my best here. It's a struggle. I don't feel like I'm doing very well with my shows so far, but I'm learning. I'm putting myself out there. I've got my items in-person locations as well. But let me know what you guys think. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a wonderful day.